there are certain times when you are investigating that things don't add up, things don't make any sense, and literally there's no freaking way that just happened. So we got this really cool piece of equipment that was left here for me to just borrow, basically. But it was from our pal Mike Brothers, and Mike had left this dead bell here at the manor with the sole purpose of like me experimenting and all that stuff, because I always said like, hey, it would be really cool to test out the dead bell like in the lobby, where we know like this building built in 1869, the fourth structure built in town, but primarily its function was a hotel up until the 1950s. Using a bell, something that can be physically manipulated in some way in the lobby to see, I mean, put yourself back then, right? You walk into a hotel, even today, you walk into certain hotels, motels, whatever, and there's a bell at the desk, like a call bell, right? I guarantee there was something like that when this place was the Cottage Hotel, when it was running as the Cottage Hotel. All right, who's in here with me? So earlier I heard a female voice. Let me get this going too. I heard a female speaking. Me, okay. What is your name? Trying to mess with the color here, guys. Sorry about that. We have our GoPro kind of sitting over here, filming this device. Hello. Give me 1 second. I'll talk to you in just a moment. I'm going to turn that off briefly because I want to turn this thing on. And guys, this right here is that dead bell. I just thought to myself, this room used to be the lobby area of what was known as the Cottage Hotel, which was, I mean, what we now call Malvern Manor was the Cottage Hotel. But this would have been the main reception area. So they'd walk in that door. This would be the main lobby, if that's what you want to call it or whatever, right? So I wanted to see if we can maybe simulate, because I mean, obviously with a hotel, you're going to have a call bell of some sort or a bell at the counter or something similar. So turning this thing on, just to see if we can simulate, something of some, oops, sorry about that. Okay. Okay, well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say I'm giving that a few minutes to calibrate. I don't trust that was an actual, I don't think that was an actual thing, you know what I mean? The interesting thing about the dead bell, right, is that it is sensing electromagnetic energy. You control the sensitivity. On the device itself, you can make it higher sensitivity or lower sensitivity. And basically, obviously, like the higher the sensitivity is, like anything is going to make that thing trigger. And I mean anything would make that trigger. Faulty wiring, a cell phone dinging or ringing, or you getting a text message or something similar would trigger that device. Probably from a distance of at least, I'd say 10 to 15 feet, if not more even, I don't know. But it would be highly sensitive. We don't want it to be sensitive. Like, we don't want false positives. We want answers. We want something cool. A REM pod. Excuse me. So guys, you can turn the sensitivity down on this as well, which is exactly what I'm doing. I want to make this as hard as possible for them. We're going to turn on a spirit box as well. Chirping. Chirping again. Hello? You got to be kidding me. Guys, listen to this. Hello? Hello? What about this again? Can you make that go off again? Not that. What about this car sitting over here? This ambulance. Guys, I have that turned down so low, it should not be doing this. What the heck? Okay. That thing was chirping like crazy though. That bell should not be going off. Yeah. The GoPro is still recording, obviously, so that's good. Are you guys here for a room? All right, thank you. Okay, thank you. Are you here to get a room for the night? Holy shnikes. All right. Wow. Hey. Guys. Shh. Footsteps behind me. Bell going off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where's the people? Is that what you said? All right. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to turn this down even more. Like I got it set pretty low right now. So I turned it down even more. That's got to be a calibration. Hello? Texas? Are you from Texas? What does that mean? It says, what does that mean? Okay, turning this off real quick. Guys, this is very interesting to me. I don't know what the hell's going on. We may have stirred something up. I'm hearing footsteps all around me. That thing was going off. The bell was going off. There was a ton of responses coming out of the spirit box. What's interesting to me is the fact that that bell should not go off. That should not go off. And yet it is. What in the hell? More footsteps. I am standing perfectly still. Only thing I'm doing is twisting my body. Is anybody here to get a room for the evening? Are you looking for a place to stay? Just looking for a place to stay tonight? Fascinating. I have that thing set so damn low. Like, there's no way. All right, I tell you what, if you're looking for a room, all you need to do is ring that bell, and hopefully we could get somebody here to help you out. I'm just completely beside myself right now. All right, let's see what else the spirit box has to say. Thank you. I tell you what, up the stairs, straight down the hallway, first door on your right. There is no way that thing should be going off. There's no way. Excuse me. That thing should not be going off at all. Period. I just want to make sure this is still on. Okay. Okay, you're going to turn this on. Hi. Come on, man. How are you today? You're fine. Okay. Could you make that car go off again? That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was cool. Wait. I think they're trying to say something, but it was distorted. Hello. Welcome. Hi. Welcome. What brings you to town? Are you here for business or pleasure? What the hell? Who's walking around, guys? Who's walking around? Me? Me. Well, there's a lot. Hello. All right. Wow. Well, I know somebody's walking around. I can hear you walking around. Yeah. Somebody's walking around, and I want to know, do you know who it was? Come on. Guys, we're going to have to play that back. I almost swear it said Inez. We need to play that audio back. Interesting. I really am at a loss. I really enjoy this piece of equipment. I really do. I want to see... I want to see more, I guess. I don't know. I tell you what, it's on such a low setting. Before, we had it ring twice. Can you ring the bell twice? Like ding ding. Can you do that like you did before? It's got to be so difficult to make that bell ding. Well, that was just once. Is there a way you could do it twice? This is the last time I'm going to push this issue. There's no way. Because that would be so difficult to do. Like, it is on such a low setting right now. I'm surprised it's going off at all. Which ultimately is kind of the goal, right? I mean, you want it to be difficult. Thanks. That's pretty freaking cool. Pretty interesting. All right. Thank you. That was really neat. Somebody squeaky brakes outside. About gave me a heart attack. Bell's still going off. Oh, it went off again. So listen, I heard a female voice in here. Earlier, I was talking on the phone with my friend Nathan, and I heard a female voice. Why? Is there a way that the female voice can come back? Can you speak to us again, ma'am? What? Okay, that was cool. I heard a female voice say sing, and then a female voice sang. That was really cool. Thank you. Oh, that gets me every time. Obviously, like, I'm not used to it. This is literally the first time I've ever used that device. I'm just going to turn this off. I'm going to set it over here. And see if we can't get it to go. What? Okay. Hello, I'm right here. That was 2 rings. Hello? Yeah, who am I speaking with, please? Watch out? Yeah, watch out for what? Footsteps. Oh boy. Sorry. It's okay. Literally spun around on my heels. It's okay, you just startled me. That's all right. Yeah. Guys, I gotta tell you. It's weird, right? Here, I'm going to turn this off. Okay. It's weird to me because it's just a bell. It's just a bell. And it's a bell on a very low setting of sensitivity. So I have that thing set to basically as difficult as it could possibly be to trigger that device, and yet it's still going. It's going off, which is insane to me. But it's also interesting because it's just a bell, and yet it shouldn't be as scary as it is. And yet it is, especially when you're in a location and it's just you and you're hearing things and footsteps behind you and strange voices coming through the spirit box and all of that fun jazz. This is impressive. Thank you. I appreciate you. Maybe I should dress up in some like turn of the century type garb. Maybe I should. We could get get that bell over maybe off in this corner over here. We could put a large counter over there, similar to what you would see in a hotel. More of a reception desk, if you will. I could dress up in turn of the century's garb, and then I could be like, go talk to Miss Kitty at the bar. She'll set you up with a nice hooker. But yeah, here in town, actually, there was a quote-unquote house of ill repute, if you will. And it was right out that door, and it was on the other side of the train tracks. So quite literally the wrong side of the tracks, right? Very interesting how that works. That was a very large truck that was passing outside. I don't know if it came through on the audio or not, but it was quite loud. Okay. So I tell you what. Okay. Okay, listen. Okay, just give me a tick here, please. Just give me a second. Give me a second. That thing is now as low as it could possibly go without me turning it off. There's no way that thing goes off. So I'm stepping back and out of the way. So if that thing goes off, it would be the most impressive thing that I've seen in quite some time. Hello? You've got to be frickin' kidding me. Footsteps over there. Oh, God. I really hope the footsteps are coming through on the audio. I highly doubt it. But footsteps over there in that general section over there, and then that frickin' bell goes off. That was impressive. I'll give you that. Between the voice earlier, like hearing the female voice is what prompted me to like, quick, go grab the lights or whatever. Let's light up the room a little bit. Grab the camera, which you guys already know is usually just 1000% ready to roll. Grab the spirit box and that's it. You know what I mean? Like just go. Like just start trying to document anything paranormal. This was not bad. Okay. How that thing is going off is beyond me. Because I tell you what, I'm going to go turn that off right now, okay? So I'm going to turn that off, but I want you to see and hear how low this thing is. All right, one tick here. So I'm going to get into focus. Now listen very carefully here. As I twist this, that direction, off, on, off. So it's like that is how low that setting was on that dead bell. I really do enjoy the bell. I think it'll be a welcome addition. You know what I'm saying? Like different experiments and things like that we can try. I'm also going to turn off that REM pod. So now that is off. I'll leave that GoPro still going just for a second. But guys, thank you for your time. You knock on anything for me before I say goodbye? Nothing at all? All right. Well, I hope you enjoy your evening. We'll talk to you later. Interestingly enough, walking through and doing my thing and all of that, there was footsteps going on. All of this stuff was happening. And the dang bell was going off. Again and again and again. And it interests me. Like, I want to experiment more with the bell. I think it's fascinating. I think we should try it in other parts of the building to see if we get a similar response. Still on the same setting, still on a lower setting, but still get the same type of responses, the same caliber of responses, because again, for all intents and purposes, that bell should not have gone off, period, at all. That bell should not have rang out as often as it did, especially when I turned the sensitivity as low as I did. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason that bell should have gone off. But here we are. Overall, I thought it was an interesting experiment. I thought it was a successful experiment, I will say. Having that bell on a low setting, the lowest potential setting without turning it off entirely. Having that bell go off, especially go off as many times as it did, that fascinated me. Even the REM pod went off a few different times. Now, it was just chirping. I will say that. It wasn't going full bore or anything like that. It was just kind of doing that chirp. That fascinated me because it also didn't do that again. And I even had then taken that REM pod and moved it to another section of the room, actually closer to the dead bell, in fact, just to see if it would chirp in succession with the bell if the bell were to go off. It didn't. The bell went off, but the REM pod did not. So interesting. Yet again, still interesting. This definitely warrants more of an investigation. This warrants more experiments and things like that. And as long as Mike is kind enough to let me borrow this bell, I am going to have it here and kind of just do things with it, do stuff and things with it. And again, moving it sporadically throughout the building, I think is great. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will talk to you soon. Peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you may or may not already be aware of, I have created another channel that is entirely separate from ghost hunting. It has nothing to do with ghost hunting. However, you may think this is rather paranormal. My brother, my wife, and myself have all started keeping bees, honeybees specifically. So we have started a whole other channel specifically geared towards beekeeping and all of that, which, you know, if you want to watch me wrangle the bees and all that fun jazz, that's what I'm up to. It's a lot of fun. We're learning a ton, but it's taking up a lot of time as well. It's so much fun. It has been a pretty cool adventure. So, not saying in any way, shape, or form that you guys have to do that, but if you wanted to, if you were curious about it, if you wanted to check out the channel, you absolutely can. We'll leave a link right here as well. You guys can go give it a look. I'm not even saying subscribe or whatever. If you want to, awesome. If not, awesome. Maybe give it a peek or whatever if that's something that you're interested in or interested in seeing. I have yet to be stung. I will say that. I have yet to be stung. I have no wood to knock on over here. But my brother certainly has, and you will see that unfold at least a couple of times so far. We don't even have that many videos out yet, but it has been a lot of fun. Again, if that's something you guys are interested in, give us a peek. But thank you guys. Thank you for your time. We'll talk to you soon.